Morning. Welcome. Glad to be here with you. So I have misplaced my AirPods this morning. Sorry about that. I'm going to just be using the computer microphone. So hopefully you can hear me okay. And thanks for your patience. If you joined me last week, I got the crud that's been going around. So obviously you can still hear it in my voice a little bit. Hope you all are staying well. There's lots of viruses circulating around, especially those upper respiratory viruses, that lung metal element of the fall time, the season associated with the lungs. So let's settle in here. We start to notice our breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Maybe just noticing the contact of your feet to the floor. Settling into stillness in your stance. Finding your feet shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent. Wrapping the tendons around your knees to support the structure of the lower body. Lift the toes, spread them wide, tailbone relaxes, spine hanging. As you pull up through the crown, tailbone dangles. And you're feeling centered through the belly, the breath, the awareness starting to focus here. Landing and settling here. Allowing the sensations of your senses to open the window to presence, to being centered right here, right now. We'll begin our gentle arm swings as we continue to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Letting go of tension in the body, both internally, like through the internal organs, through your core, and all the way out through your limbs and the movement of your limbs. Coming to stillness. And a gentle twist. And returning again to center. We continue to drop away the thoughts and stories. Making room for this simplicity, breath and presence, sensations of the body. Arms to the side, we'll let one fall in front, one behind. Letting the arms fall into the side of your body. And our final arm swing. And again, returning to stillness. Letting the breath lead the movement. Begin to warm up our neck. We'll look over the shoulders, creating lots of space in the cervical spine with our crown of the head reaching to the heavens, tailbone hanging centered in our lower belly. And then ears to shoulders. And full circles, using your hands, of course, to support. And then we'll reverse. And then coming down into our shoulders. And reverse. Shake it out. 3 staccato breaths. Shake it out again. And let's do our big arm circles. Reverse. And the other side. And reverse. And we'll come into our wrists now, allowing our awareness and breath. Find the hands and the wrists, relaxing the shoulders, the neck. And reverse. Gliding through the joints, we'll open and close the fingers gently as we inhale to the sun, exhale to the earth. Exhale, clap the hands together. Bringing that vigor, that warmth to the lower back, the kidneys, the sacrum, glutes, and some gentle tapping. Begin to focus our awareness into this area of our body. Massage again. Hands resting here, kidney breathing. Taking your time, finding that grounding through the feet as you tuck the tailbone, inflating the lower back with your breath, and exhale, you relax. One more breath. Let's bring this around the waist belt. Hands resting here on your hips, pelvic tilts. Small circles. Letting that tailbone hang. So feeling active in those quads, the glutes, supporting the body so that the tailbone can really relax. So holding in the hips. Holding in the hips. And then large circles. And reverse. Back to center. We'll step out into our larger stance, our horse stance. Inhale and exhale. Gentle twisting of the spine all the way up through that mid and upper back. And into the crown of the head as we turn to look over the shoulder gently. Taking your time, moving the spine in this way. Finding solidity in the legs. In this way, this gentle squat. Coming back to center, we'll bring the feet together again. And a gentle swing again, opening up the spine, swing like a river. Coming back to center, taking a moment before we bend at the waist. Like a rag doll hanging. And letting your knees be soft. Grabbing your elbows. Moving your neck and head and spine in whichever way feels good to your body. Releasing the elbows, we'll roll up slowly. Stacking the vertebrae, extending through the crown. Moving into our spinal breathing. Inhale and exhale. And one more spinal breath here. And let's throw it back a few times. Bringing the feet together, down to the knees, circle. Staying with that grounded, centered breath. Reverse. Using this practice to expand our capacity for presence with our body, staying in our bodies. Coming to the side, we're going to massage and slap the knees. And to the other side, thanking your knees today, waking them up. Let's move into the ankles. Point and flex. Circling. Reverse. And shake it out. The other side. We're coming into our bicycle legs. The other side. And then stepping lightly. Stepping out of rigidity, avid energy. structured mind, structured body, moving into that viscous flow, that quality of creative, dynamic energy. And then coming back into stillness, we're going to inhale and exhale with a clap. Bringing this to your eyes. Massaging around the face, the jaw, forehead, ears, and the scalp. Tapping here if you want. Continue just massaging and coming to your neck, the shoulders, the throat, down your chest. Massage across the upper lungs here, both sides. Below the breastbone and the lower rib cage here. And we'll tap around the belly as vigorously as you can tolerate, waking up the intestines, the small and large intestines. Your second brain, or from my opinion, resting here in the lower dantian for a breath. And bouncing and shaking, rattling the bones. Our detox practice. As we shake out the grooves and patterns of our synapses, of our structured thoughts that create structure in the body. And then returning to stillness, inhale, hands above the head will wash down your body, the light of the universe pouring into the crown of your head. Through the feet and into the earth. And on this one, we'll land again in our lower dantian, palm over palm. And end with our 10 full body swings. Returning again, stillness. And whenever you're ready, shake it out a little bit. I'm already getting too warm for my sweatshirt, which is good, getting our life force moving, invigorating our chi. And we're going to move now into our inner alchemy practice, our 6 healing sounds and the inner smile. So when you're ready, we inhale as we shift the weight. Exhale, stepping out, landing. And we'll let the tailbone drop into the earth. The knees are slightly bent. See, I'm generally pretty bent here. So just checking where you're at and just getting to that point where you're not just kind of teetering on the top, but you're allowing these muscles to engage. These muscles meaning the hamstrings and the quads. Pulling up through the crown. Relaxing the shoulders, little space in the armpits. Inviting a smile into our practice today. And I've always talked about feeling that quality of smile in the eyes. And the more I practice for myself, I feel like I'm truly connecting to that smile when it's softened through my heart and then my diaphragm, my solar plexus. But you may find tension held in patterns in your body in different places. And the more you practice, the more you notice, oh, there it is. And I soften that deeper and deeper into your core. We invite that quality of smile through our breath, through our awareness. And then we'll begin our 10 Ping Qis. We inhale, exhale. Roll those shoulders forward. Let's land in our lungs today. Closing your eyes, placing your hands on your lungs. Smiling into your lungs today. We return here again and again, deepening our connection, our felt sense, the integration of our being. Leaving the flat, two-dimensional spaces of our mind and our stories. And awakening this three-dimensional reality, this felt sense of being. Land here softly, listening deeply, receiving our lungs today. We aren't judging our lungs. We aren't fixing our lungs. We aren't reacting to our lungs with fear or any kind of story. Show up with this presence, this smile. Allow whatever is here to be here. Noticing this simple touching, our awareness, our breath, our hands. Feeling any structures of sadness or grief, softening, digesting. Allowing this opening for this quality of courage, righteousness, to be present, to come forth, to be known. Healing sound for the lungs, the metal element is xia. We say this in a birth, so we inhale. Xia. 3 times. Xia. 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 3 Ping Qis. You roll your shoulders forward. And landing here again. Thanking your lungs. So thankful for the lungs, for the metal element. We'll move now from metal to water. Hands to the backside of the body, closing your eyes. And greeting your kidneys today. Being here softly. Breath and touch. Focused awareness. Opening the door. This integration, this felt sense of your kidneys. As we listen to our kidneys, allowing for a softening here of any structures of fear held in the body, held in the mind. Melting, softening, opening. Find in this spaciousness, this quality, wisdom, quiet tranquility, inner spaciousness. The healing sound for the kidneys is chui, chui yi as we inhale. Chui, 3 times. Chui. 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 3 ping cheese. Roll those shoulders forward. And then resting here in our kidneys today. Thinking your kidney is the water element. Water is life. So thankful for this life. We move from water to wood, hands coming to the right side of your rib cage, closing your eyes. Looking inside to greet your liver this morning, smiling into your liver. As we touch our livers here, softening and opening, letting go of any structures of anger, frustration, allowing this present moment to soften it. We are here now, opening to this quality of kindness and generosity. The life-giving qualities of kindness and generosity. The healing sound for the liver is sure. So we begin with the backs of the hands together. Inhale and exhale, sure. Pressing into the rib cage. Exhale fully with the arm extension. 3 times. Sure. 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 3 pinchies. Roll those shoulders forward. And then resting here in our livers. Thanking your liver today. Moving now from wood to fire, hands coming to your heart, resting here, landing here. And smiling into your heart today. We can't will our hearts to change or feel differently, and we also can't ignore our hearts. So in between this sort of doing and denial is this presence we bring to our hearts. There's a softness to this presence. Lands here to listen. This holding, this listening, we can feel the structures of hatred or bitterness begin to soften, move, digesting, letting go. And this letting go, this digesting allows more space for the quality of love, that universal building block of reality, the ground of our nature, to shine forth, to be present, to be felt and known through this heart, through this body, through our thoughts and actions. Healing sound for the heart is haw, H-A-W. So we inhale. Ha. Singing through the heart 3 times. Ha. 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 3 green cheese. Roll those shoulders forward. And letting the hands rest here in your heart. Thanking your heart, And goodbye to your heart. We'll move now from fire to earth. So hands coming to the left side of your rib cage. Landing here with a smile. Feeling this presence, this touch. Allowing us to digest and soften any structures of worry, anxiety, overthinking. Soften, let go. Creating more space, we turn towards trust, this essential quality of our reality, trusting the universe, trusting our presence here. Trusting the earth. The healing sound is who. We do this just one time. Inhale, right palm to the sky, left palm to the earth. Return to the left. Inhale, hold the breath for a count of 10. And then exhale with who. Let's do this together. Who. 3 Peng Chis. Roll your shoulders forward. And then landing again here in the spleen and stomach. Thanking your spleen, thanking the earth element. We'll move into our triple burner sound integration. Inhale, gentle sigh. Our last exhale, palm over palm, lower dantian, our sea of qi. And then we'll release, shake it out. Moving into our final practice, cultivation and storage, Shi by Shi Qi Gong, 18 movements. When you're ready, you're gonna inhale as we shift the weight to one side. Exhale, stepping out, landing in your stance. Knees are bent, tailbone relaxes. Inhale up the spine, exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. Little space in the armpits. Arms dangle nicely. You can lift the toes and spread them wide. Adjusting your feet, your ankles, your knees, trying to stack them in a way that feels aligned and supported. Even if this means there's some activation. So you may feel a holding around the knees or the ankles, strengthening the tendons around these joints. Pulling up through the crown. Tailbone hangs. We bring the breath into our lower dantian. You can place your hands here. You can point your finger, if you'd like, into the lower belly. So about 2 to 3 finger widths down from the belly button and about 3 finger widths into the belly. Hair open to the earth, through the feet, through the palms of the hands. We're open to the elements around us. Opening the crown of the head. Connecting the crown of the head up through the heavens. So if you'd like to visualize a string of light, you can. Feel it connecting to the North Star. Through your center, through your lower dantian, into the earth, into the magnetic core of the earth. We are orbiting, we are vibrating, we are moving, we are receiving, we are giving. If you'd like, you can open the eyes. You can also remain shut as we move into our first movement, waving hands by the lake. Breathing into opening your heart at the top of the mountain. As we transition, we glide through, swinging the rainbow. Inhale and exhale. Breathing through the lower dantian, the center of your movement, the center of your gravity. As we gently breathe into parting the clouds to look at the sky. And we'll float now into coiling silk or silk floating on air. Turning to center to roll across the big lake. And coming through, raising the sun. And turning to center, gazing at the moon. And coming back to center, rustling the lotus leaves, we inhale and exhale. And now hands wave like clouds. And we'll step to the side mindfully. Inhale, scooping the ocean. So moving from that lower dantian, grounding ourselves in our core. And let's go to the other side. Coming through, playing with waves. And stepping through. And dove spreads its wings. And we'll step through. And settling back in the center, loose fist at the waist, dragon emerges from the sea. Relax into wild geese taking flight. And we'll move now into our windmills. And reverse. Returning to center. Stepping and bouncing a ball. And finally, gathering the fragrance of the earth. Inhale up the spine. Exhale, resting our breath and our hands in the lower dantian. Landing here, we'll draw in all of this energy, this life force, this chi we've cultivated in our practice, gathering it under your hands, pulling it together, pulling yourself into the lower belly. Forming your chi ball or your point of light. Flowing and moving, but denser, more concentrated. So there's not a hardness to this, it's still moving and soft. We're gonna seal this all in, circling in the direction of digestion, small circles to large, and then we'll reverse that, massaging large circles to small, counterclockwise, palm over palm. And then hands at your heart in the prayer position, thanking yourself for showing up to your practice today, showing up for your work, your Qigong. And we'll open our hands to share the merit of this practice with those that we are most intimately connected to, family and friends. Sharing the merit of this practice with all humans on the planet, particularly those who are suffering at the hands of violence, war, and oppression. And we share the merit of this practice with those that are the hands of violence, war, and oppression. We share the merit of this practice with all sentient beings, the planet Earth herself, with all that exists in our solar system, all that exists in the cosmos. Dynamic, creative, moving, ever-changing. And now we bring this around and join it with the small universe within, our chi ball, our point of light. Left hand in an open palm, right hand in a closed fist. We bring yin and yang together. We bow to our practice today. Giving thanks to all the teachers that came before. Thank you so much for joining me and for your patience when I have illness or technical difficulties. It's always a pleasure to practice with you. And as always, you can check the playlist, if I can't make it to class or if you're just wanting to practice other times. So those of you that don't know, on the homepage of the YouTube channel, there are playlists. There's a Qigong playlist. If you go down the page a little bit, and you'll find previously recorded classes. And as always, click the link below if you can give or offer anything towards this offering. It truly does help and is appreciated to keep doing this. And you just put my name in the teacher box when you donate to Common Ground, and 2/3 of it goes to me, 1/3 to Common Ground's operations. So hope you're doing well. See you on Wednesdays in person. If you're able to, we will be practicing the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. And otherwise, I hope to see you next week. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Enjoy the sunshine in the Twin Cities area, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care, everybody. Bye.